Hey everybody, today I am doing another math problem, and today we're working with some basic math problem which can be considered like pre-calculus problem, and we're doing long division of polynomials, and we are using the long division method, which is basically we're doing f of x divided by g of x, right? So basically, this is the expression, right, given. We dividing this expression by this expression, which this is f of x and this is g of x. Okay, so in this process we will basically write x minus 3. Then over here we put 3x cubed plus 2x minus x plus 3. Notice that the powers are already in descending order, so I don't have to do anything. I don't have to rearrange this stuff. It's already in descending order. Okay, from the highest power to the lowest power. Okay. Now I am going to divide this. Okay, but before this, before we start the division, we're going to think about this. It's different. This is not like regular numbers. Okay. These are variables, okay? The only constant number that we have right here is this 3, okay? But the way that we do this is we think of in terms of what number do I multiply x to get 3x cubed, right? Okay, so what number do I multiply x to get 3x cubed? I'm sorry, this is x squared. Okay, sorry about that. Now it's in descending order. Okay. Okay, so now let's do this. What number is again? I multiply x to get x cubed. Okay. Okay, so the only number that will give me x cubed over here is 3x squared. X times 3x squared give me 3x cubed. Okay? Now what I do is I multiply. I multiply this again. I multiply x times 3x squared is equal to 3x cubed. Okay, then 3 times 3x squared is minus negative 3. Negative 3 times positive 3x squared is 9x squared. Okay, this is the tricky part, okay? I am going to subtract this. In order to subtract this, I have to change the signs, okay? So whenever I see a positive sign, I put a negative sign, and whenever I see a negative sign, I put a positive sign, okay? In this case, I put, it's positive, right? I put a negative, put a circle on. Over here, it is a negative, so I put positive, put a circle around. Then I subtract 3x cubed minus, and I add them together, or subtract them, whatever you what I call this. But when you do this operation, when you add this together, 3x cubed plus a negative 3x cubed is equal to 0, right? me just keep green. 2x squared, and I am using this time, I am using the plus sign now, okay, because I changed it. So 9x squared plus 2x squared is equal to 11x squared. Okay, so notice that the biggest power is already gone. That's what we want. We want to wipe the power of x until this term right here gets lower than this term. Okay? Okay, so let's do the next step. Next step, I'm going to bring this negative 3. Okay, so I'm sorry about that. Okay, so negative 3. We start negative x. Okay, negative x down. Okay, now. Okay. Now, I brought it down, but doesn't mean that I will work with it now. No, it doesn't mean that. I am focused on this. I just brought it down. I am not working with this negative x yet. Okay? Okay, so let's do the operation again. How do I get 11x squared? Well, the only way that I can get 11x squared is by putting 11x right here. Okay? I do this again. When I do this operation again, I get x squared times 11x is equal to 11x squared. Negative 3 times positive 11x is equal to negative 33 x. Okay, let's change the signs again. Okay, a positive becomes a negative, a negative becomes a positive. Okay, so let me just put them in. Okay, so now I have this. Okay, now let's add them together. Negative 11x squared plus a positive 11x squared is equal 0. That's what we want. I am using this sign. Okay, I am using the new sign. So negative 2x, negative x plus a positive 33x is equal to 32x. Okay? So, okay, so let's see. Let me just write this a little clearer. Plus 32x. Okay? Now, notice that. Now I use the negative x that I brought down. Okay? Now I'm going to bring the 3. Bring the 3 down. That is a plus 3. Okay? Let's do the process again. Notice that this term is equal to this term. My goal is to get this less than this. Okay? Now, let's do the process again. X times, what number do I get? Do I multiply x to get 32? Okay, 32x. Okay, well, it's going to be basically 32. Okay, because x times 32 give me 32x. Okay, now let's do the process again, multiplying. X times 32x, x times 32 is equal to 32x. Negative 3 times 32 is equal to negative 96. Change the signs again. Positive becomes a negative. Negative becomes a positive. Put a circle on it. Okay? So that's what I do. Add them together. This is equal to 0. Okay? Now, positive 96 plus positive 3 is equal to 99. Okay? So this right here is the remainder. Okay? So the remainder is this constant. Okay? So the final answer is going to be this plus this over this. So the final answer is going to be 3x squared plus 11x plus 32. Okay, plus 99 over x minus 3. And that is the answer. Thank you for watching. I hope this helped anybody who has taken basic pre-calculus.